Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Our 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Grant Delphin up to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Sanders to throw. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On the zone read, here's Sanders to keep it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for the Niners is Sky Moore. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see the football for the second time. We've seen a couple of punts so far to start this game out, so they'll try it again in this scoreless game with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Kittle is the man in motion. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the gun, it's Shador. Pass caught by Bond. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Throwing again is Sanders. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
It's second and 8.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Now Sanders to throw on second down. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Niners offense ready for this next possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. They run once more with McCaffrey. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but Not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they will finally run him down. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 31 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. And the 49ers first down.
Remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, 49ers.
A gain of 12 yards. And the 49er first down. A gain of 12.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Browns offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. the shotgun, it's Sanders.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second and 5. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. He's going to hand the tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
43-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Shador. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
To throw again is Sanders. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. Airing one out for Bourne. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Quarters set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now it's Sanders. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A 33-yard attempt.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Piñeiro has a field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Carter on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
The career's my estate when you're proud. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
Play action, it's Sanders. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the end.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Here's San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Off the play fake, Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, 49ers.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Purdy now on second down. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. He's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After reviewing the play,
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. from the 1-yard line. First down and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
If you don't agree, ask the streets in your big 5 years, you already know.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 22-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Sanders. There's a screen set up for Judkins. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, it's Shador. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. And he's going to have the Browns first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And you Whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Cleveland.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
As Shador on first down. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Open man, that is Bob. And he will score. Game on. Isaiah Bob. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Well, here we go. The Browns will go for two here.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
Sanders going to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 49ers offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll send a tight end in motion. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. The defense uses its second time out here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
First and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll throw again with Purdy. Airing one out for Bourne. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
The 49ers now to punt this one, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's a short throw, caught by Njoku. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his...
I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corners, and the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.